Okay, well, I just uh, I just recorded a whole intro, and this is a new microphone, and it was not on the entire time. That was like 5 minutes. So, quick summary: I'm new to this. Very excited to lift. Very excited to record myself lifting to hopefully help someone who was in my shoes like 3 years ago, and get a good pump going. Design my new lifts, my new program for the upper-lower split I'm running. I'll explain a little bit more about that when I'm in the gym. Gonna go in there, stretch out, pick what lifts I'm doing, why I picked them in that order, and yeah, I'm excited to take y'all along with me. Quick summary, because I just talked for too long and there was all of that footage is garbage. So I will see y'all in a little bit. Alright, we're back. We're doing a incline Smith machine press because I don't want a big chest. That's why I start my programs with it. Still warming up right now. I gotta move this mic. Put it right there. Should be good. Yeah. I like to start out most of my programs with some sort of incline press. Just to hit it while I'm fresh. Because the chest is such a chest is such a dominating, one of my weak points, but it's also such a, just one of those first things you notice. Superhero look, you know. So I like to start out with chest, and then do biceps next. Probably a preacher curl for this one. I like to track my lifts too. So the first one for upper A is incline press, Smith machine. Yeah, so I'll do 2 or 3 warm-up sets just to make sure all the blood's in the muscle. Nothing's really a working set. And then just go all out for that last 2 sets. Try to fail between 6 to 10 reps. Then rinse and repeat, on to the next. I really don't think you need more than that for any muscle stimulus. Anything more than that, you just end up being too sore, everything hurting, and then you're not recovered fully for the next session. You're not optimizing your recovery or your training, which at that point, you're just fucked. Or did I say that? I mean, I said it. Yeah, you're cooked. I try to slow down all the movements, even on the warm-ups. Some people rush through warm-ups. I think that's kind of dumb. If you're going to be moving it, might as well get the stretch, get the squeeze, try to feel good, and do it how you would do the normal lift, just with lighter weight. Otherwise, you're more likely to get injured. Say, on a warm-up set, you were just kind of moving around, doing whatever. Well, then when you do your real set and you stretch it further than you have the entire day, or do, then, I mean, you're just asking for an injury right there. The name of the game is longevity. I know know it's fun to throw around weight and, you know, dick around and have fun with it, but, man, if you ask me, I'd rather take it slow, do it right and proper, so that way you actually build the muscle you're looking for, too, and then, you know, you got the rest of your life to get jacked, and you're less likely to get an injury. That's a win-win, if you ask me. But I'm just some madman that you never met before. So, take it as you will. Name of the game is also enjoying it and liking what you do. Because if you don't like it, man, then why the hell are you here? For real. This needs to be something that you enjoy. Otherwise, go do something else. If it's not something you enjoy, which I know a lot of people are in that boat, you can, like any new skill, you can kind of hammer it in there until you start to enjoy it. Because I personally believe humans were meant to move. And if you get used to moving, you're going to start liking moving. Because it's what we're meant to do. Just kind of how it works. But, anyway, I'm feeling pretty fresh, pretty warmed up. I got the Smith machine, but I'm not going to subtract whatever amount of weight I got. 45, 35, 185 on there. I got a feeling I'll go at least 6. I know I'll get 6. Beyond that, balls to the wall. Do what you got to do. It's also nice. I'm treating you guys like a training partner. I train hard by myself, but I found if someone's with you, even without realizing it, you go a little harder. That's just how it is. So if you have a training partner that you can get consistently for like a lot of your lifts, seize that opportunity. Some people aren't so blessed, you know? And it just makes lifts that much better. How much more enjoyable when you have someone hyping you up, watching you. And, you know, if you got a spine, you know, you're probably going to want to go harder because of that. Just the name of the game. Alright, well, I'm gonna push this weight around now. I think that was 8 months. Felt like 8. Mark 8, and then next week if I get 9, or if I get 10, then hey, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so you go. I personally believe you should never end a set with anything left in the tank. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. You're getting blood to the muscle, not causing it to grow. You gotta give it that stimulus to cause it to grow. Otherwise, it's not doing anything. 159 for 8. 185 for 8. Boom. And I'll wait like 2 minutes. Go all out for another set. On to the next exercise. And doing this, especially, it depends on the muscle group, but doing this, I've seen just tremendous gains. It's crazy, man. When you get the proper programming in place, and and really try, as opposed to just like messing around, which is fun to mess around. I'm not going to hate on anybody in here getting after it, enjoying themselves. That's awesome. Power to you. But if you want to take it serious, I mean, I highly suggest checking out the upper lower split, because I mean, I'll preach it all day long, but you know, let the results speak for themselves. You'll see me over the next 8 weeks. I guarantee I'll be able to do, that weight 10 times in 2 weeks, as opposed to the 8 I just got, or 9 or whatever. More than that, I'll probably be able to do 20 pounds more if it's anything like my last 6 months. 20 pounds more for around the same amount of reps within 8 to 10 weeks. So, man, if you're stagnant, check it out, bro. Check it out. All right. And usually, if you do your first set right, you will not get the same amount of reps for your second set. You will most likely get 1, if not less than that. 1 less than it, if not less than that, for this set, which is good. Don't be mad about that. That's a good, that means you're going all out when you should. All right. Oh, feeling good. Let's get it. 185 for, let's go for 6. And if you're on a machine, or a Smith press or anything like that, rip out some partials, man. Yes. I always do insane gains. Going past failure, just to that level, if you can, man, you'll notice a difference in the way you feel after your workouts, during your workouts, and the results that you get from them. It's crazy. Yeah, well, now that I'm done, that's my chest movement for the day. I'm going to go over to the preacher girl and hit biceps. Alright, got a hammer preacher curl, which this is a new gym, so all this equipment is new to me. I have no clue what the most optimal method is. Placement of weight. What the most optimal method is to use, or what machines I don't even want to do, really. But hey man, let's get what weight I'm supposed to do. See that? Was too heavy for a warm-up. I should never You should never be grunting on a warm-up like that took too much. But it's alright. I'll do it again for this next set. I like that machine. If you could find a machine with a good stretch and a good squeeze on it, man, put that in your program and ride it out until you max it out, pretty much. I have found no better exercise for the biceps than the preacher curl. Second only to like a palms up pull down, which I'll probably throw in here on the second day in this program. Yeah, feeling good, getting pumped up. It's on. It's almost the top set. Oh man. Yeah, whenever you're trying your machines out, it's hard to read. Because this, on a machine in my old gym, be an easy warm-up or whatever. Funny as that sounds, but now, different machine, kind of older style. I'm struggling for 6 reps. Even. I'll probably throw a 10 on, wait 2 minutes before my next working set, and then go ahead and get at it. Oh. And one thing, if you're afraid of getting in the gym because of like gym anxiety, which I used to have like crazy, I know it's easier said than done, but dude, nobody gives a shit about what you're doing on most ends of the spectrum. And like I've never filmed myself in the gym before. Here I am doing it because I wanted to. Just do it, dude. It's fun. Just to try new things and step out of your comfort zone. I think that's where a lot of growth in life happens in all realms. Just to step out of your comfort zone just a little bit. If you can do that every day, I mean, you're on track to be a winner, dude. In life, in the gym, whatever you want to do. If you do that every single day, sometimes you're gonna have off days, but if you do that every single day, dude, kudos to you, bro. You're doing it right. It's awesome. All right, let's try this out. I got a 45, 35, 65 hammer, preacher curl. Biceps are feeling pretty good. I always try to stretch these out a lot because that little seen videos where it just goes down. It's like, ooh. Never wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. It's horrible. Alright, let's get after it, y'all. Yeah. Those reps, or it's your last rep, and you feel like it. You're like, oh man, that hurt like crazy. I'm in pain. There's reps where you can get after that, and you really push past it and find that fun kind of crazy zone in your brain. There are a lot of, you know what I'm talking about. If you've been there, it's fun. It's a different level. But if you get there and get into those reps in that zone, man, that's where all the money is. That's where it's at. What was that, 6? I'll say 6. That's where all the good stuff is at, man. That's make or break. That's where you find out what you're made of, really. And it's fun. You know, I've done lots of styles of training, like the borderline CrossFit type of situation, like powerlifting from football. And nothing's really been as fun as practicing high intensity. I call it controlled intensity with bodybuilding. I've seen the most results. I've gotten the strongest I've ever been from this style of training. And, you know, like I said earlier, do what's fun. Do what you like doing. If you like doing CrossFit, man, I mean, power to you, brother. If you like, I know a guy that arm wrestling trainer. It's like, bro, freaking sick, Do what you like to do, and that's what makes you unique also. Just because I'm doing something, or he's doing something, doesn't mean you should do it. You can learn from everybody, but do what you like to do. Be yourself authentically. I think that covers a wide range of things in life that people struggle with. I struggle with, I'll say that much. Maybe I'm projecting, whatever. It's, well, anyways, let's try and bang out a few more reps. See what we can do. Oh. Like right there. If you're not in the perfect 6 to 10 range, it's more of a guideline. I'd say if you get 5 reps and you fail, you did something right. You got 12 reps and you failed, you did something right. So long as you push yourself to failure, up to a certain extent, unless you're on squats like 30 or whatever, and you're getting into a different ballpark, but as long as you push yourself to failure, man, you're gonna help the body out in some way. You're gonna cause it to say, hey, we need to lift this. We need to be strong enough to do this. You really get there. And the body responds, man. The human body's capable of doing crazy stuff when you really try to do it. What's next? We got still a back exercise. I want to do a row movement, I think. No, I'm going to do a row for upper B. We're going to do, saw there was a plate-loaded shrug machine over there, so I'm going to throw that in the program because having fun with it. Plate shrug machine. All right, let's see what we can do. Dude, I'm so bad at this. I'm pretty sure I just talked for I I like to think of it as valuable information. Dadgummit. Well, we're figuring it out. I just talked for like 5-6 minutes to you guys, and that's all non-existent footage. But hey, we're getting there. I was saying, if you really focus on slow, controlled movements on the way down, the way up, the squeeze, the stretch, you'll see results a lot quicker than if you would just go to the gym and start lifting. So if you're a new lifter, developing those neural pathways and that mind-muscle connection, slow everything down, and you won't get injured either. You'll feel better, you'll look better, you'll be stronger in the long run. Do it. I would suggest doing that. You don't have to listen to me, but hey, that's life. Well, we're on a shrug machine now. Plate-loaded hammer shrug. I like this machine. It's my first time really doing it. Going for a top set now. We got 90 plus 50, 130 on combined. With a movement like that, same for like most back movements. I mean, the second you fail, it's kind of hard to cheat rep it. You're kind of cooked at that point. So you just get some partials if you can, and there. Move along. That's 130. 130 for. We're gonna call that 7 because some of those were not great reps. If you don't, I would suggest tracking your lifts because you can see yourself progress week by week, and it makes you feel good, and that you see you're getting results for what you're putting in. And also, man, you're like, shoot, I'm getting stronger all the time. It's just the same thing. It's nice, man. Let's try. I'd try it out if I were to give advice to myself, which is really all this is. It's sharing information that I now know that has gotten me a pretty decent point for 3 years of truly lifting. I like to think I have some knowledge. By no means an expert on the topic, but some useful information floating around in the noggin, you know? Yeah. All right. Feeling pretty good now. Go for another set, round 5 or 6 reps. Call it a day on this movement. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. I personally believe if you're not starting to look a little funny by the end of your hardest set, you're freaking not training hard enough, bro. You gotta start looking like that scene with Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 2, where he's like, you know, you gotta bring that out a little bit, that inner Toby. That's for all realms of life too. Tobey Maguire, man. Those are my favorite movies. I love them. It's so wholesome. All right. Did that. Now we're gonna do a lap. some sort of lat movement. I was thinking a high row, but I might. I don't know what I want to do. I was thinking about weighted pull-ups, maybe. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll get back to you. All right. Now, a bunch of people around the room are doing it. It's just decided to land it on the lat pull down. I prefer to use the mag grip if your gym's got that. I like those if you have shoulder issues, because I got a little bit of a crunchy shoulder thing going on. Something to look out for and work with. I use the mag grip for situations like that. And if you don't do some sort of pull down, a pull up movement, man, you're gonna look, in my opinion, disproportionate. Because I skipped out on those for like 2 years, and I had like decent looking arms and like no chest, but decent looking arms. I was lean. And I just looked funny. It was like Tarzan like, because I had no lats. And now, after really focusing on these, my lats have become one of my more dominant features. And it just makes all the difference in the world, especially with the slow squeeze and the slow pull. Lift it at whatever cadence you please to, but if you do like a 4-4-4, whatever it's called, like a 4-second stretch, pull, squeeze, all that, man, I personally saw a huge difference in the look of my lats in doing that. All right. Every rep's not going to be perfect. But if you can get a general idea of something slow moving, I'm moving this around because there's a weird angle. Trying to be. Trying to be, bro. Yeah, man. That was funny. First day recording. Made me feel good. Because, I get in here, I'm like, oh man, I'm going to look like a jackass filming myself with a camera. But hey, most people are cooler than you think in your head. At least in my head. That's nice, man. That's encouraging to come to that realization. Try to focus on that, but whatever it is. Anyways, I'm gonna crank out probably one more warm-up set because the lats are something that's hard for me to really feel that connection after 1 or 2 sets. So I'll probably go one more with the same weight, all out, same as usual. Get after it. If you could do those, or like a front pull down, if your gym has front pull downs, do those. And then maybe one other day do this. But if you can do, those are like a front pull down, bro. Freaking insane work for your back. I mean, look at all the biggest guys in history. They do those. Like Dorian Yates, I remember. It's probably from Blood and Guts. Dorian Yates, video of him doing like pullovers, pull downs. His back was just something out of a freaking comic book, dude. He looked like the closest thing to the Incredible Hulk. Maybe Ronnie Coleman. Those guys are nuts. They all look like the Hulk, man. But as much as I love the sport of bodybuilding and wish to compete in a natural competition, man, don't feel bad if you're not like the size of those guys after whatever amount of time in the gym, because, I mean, being honest here, unless you're taking what they're taking, bro, frickin', that's just going to do nothing but harm. What went down? That's going to do nothing but harm for your mental state and your satisfaction with where you've gotten in the gym. So, just compare yourself to who you were 6 months ago. Just strive to be better and bigger and stronger in the gym. Yeah. If you're not taking gear, just don't focus on that, bro. All right, let's do a failure set. Let's get it. Yeah, it's hard to go past failure on something like that because it's there. It's there. I mean, if that makes any sense. I like to focus on, because you can tell, kind of slowing down energy systemically. You just run out of juice after a while towards the end of an intense workout. So throw your strong points in at the end of the workout, like my triceps, my back, my shoulders are at the end. If you have a big chest or big biceps, do those at the end. You know, tailor it to what you think you need to focus on. I think that's important. Okay, let's write that down. Hoping that this footage isn't all mega crap and the microphone, everything's working up to speed. We'll see though. Alright, what do we got? Mag, pull down, 150, 54, that was 5 good ones. Let me say that was 5, 4, 5, and again, if I got it 5 times, I'll probably lower the weight next week and go to like 9 or 10 with a little less, because I'd rather focus on getting the movement perfect than rushing myself into getting bigger weights. You know, that's the name of the game right there, man. You lift perfect, you sculpt perfect, you get there. You will get there. All right, let's get this. Honestly, I'm lowering the weight. Practice what I preach. Now let's get it. Good deal. It feels better. Sometimes I really need to slow it down because I feel like my form is shit on those last couple reps. But hey, feel good, you feel good. Now we are going to do lateral raises. Alright, let's get it. Oop. Just like that. That's fine. Oh, this is good. You're not in it. Oh, I was saying right there, you're not in it. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, good deal. Thanks, man. Okay, little lateral raise machine. I have no clue what heavy's gonna feel like on this. So, I'm gonna start out with 10s. If you have some sort of lateral raise machine in your gym, unless you love doing dumbbells, I would highly suggest giving them a shot. Yeah, it's too late. We'll warm up though, because just the control and the ability to scale in weight as opposed to a dumbbell, I have found I can get much more out of my movement if I do a machine. Oh, this machine, still getting used to. We'll go right there. Yeah, it's it feels old school. Real old school. But I like it. Sometimes, if you're like me, I got so used to lifting on fancy cable machines that I really enjoy. Sometimes you just think you gotta mix it up. Switch it to some sort of hammer or an old school, just straight dumbbell, bread and butter classic right there. Because you just get so used to it and you want to spice it up and keep yourself interested. You know, it's like a relationship, man. You gotta keep on working at it. Seeing what you like, keeping things fresh. That's what it's all about. And, yeah. Alright, let's go. That feels better. That was a good warm-up set. Felt that. I got 6 there with slight struggle. I'll probably move to throw a 10 on there and try a new perfect form. And hopefully I learn as I do more of these how to do good camera angles and whatnot. Because right now this one feels a little funny. But you're down there, I'm up here. It just looks funny, you know. But I'll get better at it, man. It's alright. That's the name of the game. Just step by step, day by day, little by little, you get better. I just realized I haven't had water this whole workout because I've been talking so much. And that is an uncommon feat. One thing I also noticed, now that it's out of my way, I'll give this a shot. I'll go a little higher up. Why not? Try that out. Look a little bit less like, yeah, it's kind of fun. Little interview seat. Anyways, what was I saying? Who knows? Let's lift some weight. Let's get it. All right. Same weight. Cool. Going for at least 6. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed there. My form was pretty off. There's like a slight shoulder imbalance thing going on. In that scenario, I'll probably lower the weight 5 pounds next week. I don't even know what that was. That was tough. I was like, we'll count 6. Lower the weight like 5 pounds next week and then go for 10 again. Same thing with the lat pull down. That's just what this day's all about. Just getting a feel for the new movements and the new machines. Because, 150 pounds at that gym is not going to be the same 150 pounds at that gym unless it's an identical machine, which these are not. We'll count those 6. I love this, dude. If you can find a gym that you really love being at and feel comfortable in, freaking stick there, man. I don't care if it's extra 10, 15-minute drive. It's worth it just to feel like you can get rid of that gym anxiety or whatever it is that's stopping you from training your fully hardest. Because the gym I've been going to, lovely people, lovely machines, whatever. But there's some gyms, which different strokes for different folks, there's different air in the environment. Little too. Lee Priest said one time, he was like, it's like a club gym, like you're afraid to sweat in it, I don't think that's not where I want to be. For some people it is. That's amazing. Good for them. But if you want to sweat and work hard, find a gym that supports that atmosphere. What was that? That was 35 for an even 6. Now let's go all out, give or take 4. That's it. And you can feel yourself run out of juice at a certain point. I'll call it 4, whatever. That's all right. Now we're going to do a tricep movement and go pose a little bit and get the F out of H. Okay, bye-bye. All right, I am obviously a novice at this because the microphone died before the workout was over. And that last little bit of footage might be scrapped as well. But hey, man, you work with it, you realize it, and you just freaking get better next time. Next time I'm charging this bad boy all night. Couldn't find a dip machine, so we are doing tricep push downs today for this lift. Did you hit it? I like this bar a lot. And these speak for themselves, man. This is the bread and butter of all tricep exercises right here. It's that's it. These and a dip is, in my opinion, all you really need. If you want to get big triceps, you can do whatever. Skull crushers, those hurt my elbow. You can do what you like to do, but if you want to get big triceps, you want to put in minimal input for maximum output, which is kind of what I'm all about. You're freaking, these are all you need to do, bro. They're all you need to do. Do less warm-up sets as you move along the workout, because you have blood pumping all over your body. I like to do too, just to be safe. Really feel that muscle and try to make that second warm-up like a half working set, you know. But yeah, that's it. That's it right there. I'm gonna do this set and do one more, get some abs, and then not record that. Get back to y'all when it's posing time. We're gonna count that as 10. Like I said earlier, different gyms, man. My top set at my last gym was 85 or so, 83.5 or whatever. I was 105. I just did that 10 times, so I was coming off a deload week, but I doubt I got that strong in that week. You never know. Deal. So 5 to 10. We're just gonna hop right into it. You usually don't really. Keeping that the same. What am I doing? Easy. Your body part that is your strongest body part, frick. Work it hard, obviously, but don't if you're cooked, you're cooked. Push it hard. But don't overdo it. Call it a day at that. 6. Abs and posing. See you there. Okay. Time for the fun part. Here we go. Here's my microphone. And I will handle it. Work with what you got, right? See if there's good lighting. I'd say we're getting there. It's decent classic. I want to compete in classic.
for sure. But hey man, see what time it takes. I have no clue how to properly pose, but that comes with part of the process, you know? I'm learning all this. Some sort of back pose. I think a problem that I struggle with, I think, is they'll compare themselves to other people. Like it's honestly not healthy. I'll look at myself and be like, dang, you need bigger. What have you? You need shoulder bigger, chest bigger. It's like, oh, your rear delts look like crap. It's like, brother, you gotta take a step back and just be proud of what you built. Because when I started my journey, I was probably 129 pounds. And now, 3 years later, I'm floating at like 156 right now. About the middle of the bulk. Feeling good, feeling healthy, feeling full. And yeah, I should just be proud of what I've accomplished. Instead of where I'm gonna go, which is like one of those dynamics where it's like, be proud, I guess, but not satisfied. But yeah, I'd say as far as, you know, I'm happy. Happy with what we're working with, for sure. I'm excited for when the shred comes. Probably doing a competition in October. So when the shred comes and you really get to reveal what you've built, which is like, I'm not that thick right now. I've been eating like 3,000 calories a day of clean foods though. No fluff crap. Just like ground beef, eggs, Greek yogurt, honey, fruit's my only carbs, really. So no grains. You stick away from that stuff, dude. It's just bro science. But I've tested it out on myself. I truly believe that you can get bigger and not get fat, at least for a period of time. Like 6 months, I put on 10 pounds this year of eating just that diet with like 3 cheat meals of sourdough pizza. I'm a good pizza joint. I like 3 or 4 of those cheat meals, and then the rest is clean eating to optimize your hormones. I believe that you'll get bigger and stronger, and honestly not that fat. Like I still have visible abs. Peak of eating 3,000 calories every day for the last 6 months. Well, it was 2,700, then 3,000. I'm probably gonna up it to like 3,400 just to really get some thickness on. But yeah, doing that, man, getting your diet right, it's crazy what you can accomplish. It's cool. And like, I'm not anything, you know, nutty yet. No Muscle Magazine, Mr. Olympia yet. But, hey man, I'm just a skinny kid who put on a little bit of weight and just telling you what I did and what worked for me. So if you like this, check it out, comment, do whatever, give me tips, because I always want to learn more and see what other people have to say about their journeys. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing these every single lifting day from now on. I mean, pretty much. So yeah, we got legs tomorrow, quad focused, and hamstring focus later on in the week. So yeah, that'll be a fun one. Get some real intensity with the legs, man. Unleash your inner Tom Platz. Yeah, y'all have a good night, morning, day, whenever you're watching this, and thank you for sticking along for the whole ride. Much appreciated, and Jesus loves y'all.